how to distill water, and I'll probably buy 3 books on how to distill water. I might buy a book, an audio book, and a picture guide or something, right? It's just really common for people who are buying products that there are all kinds of other things that they're going to buy at that time. So we're going to talk about those specifically in the categories that we'll go through here. So basically now we're talking about products and services that we could add. Now we can buy the company that owns these products and services, or we could just simply go to a company that owns it and say, I'd like to buy that product, or I'd like to buy the division that provides that service. Okay, so now we've seen a few different types of acquisitions categorically that we can find here. You can see that there's no way that you'll ever run out of potential acquisition targets when you go through an exercise like this, because there's so many kinds of companies and assets that we can acquire that you really can't possibly run out of categories. So, I mean, this is just a category that we're at. We're not even at, under each of these categories, you could have 50 or 100 potential acquisitions. So you can end up just through this one sheet, through this one exercise, this one tool, which, by the way, is evergreen because there's always new categories happening and there's always new companies that are coming about. So if you run through this exercise once a quarter or once a year, you'll have so many companies that you'll be able to approach that it's really, really been a super helpful tool. I'm very proud of it and very happy with how effective it works. So we've gone through acquiring competitors of all types for market share. We've gone through acquiring leads and media for leads, and we've gone through acquiring teams and resources and systems for infrastructure. The next category of companies for acquisition targets that we'll look at is other people who are offering products or services. So when we went through the sheet really explaining why we have each of these categories on here at all in the first place, we talked about how can we increase our lifetime customer value. So how could we basically not add a single new customer, but get more from the customers that we've already got because we're able to provide them additional value. Well, one of the easiest ways to do that is to have new products and services, or even different products or services than the ones that they've bought. A great example of why this is important, and it's a giant part of Amazon's income, is that if you buy something on Amazon, you'll see that it says people who bought this also bought that. And then under that, there'll be a section that has comparisons of how this product compares to other products. Because a lot of people that buy the one product then look and see that there's other products. I know when I'm trying to learn something new, I'll go on Amazon and I'll find, how to distill water. And I'll probably buy 3 books on how to distill water. I might buy a book, an audio book, and a picture guide or something, right? It's just really common for people who are buying products that there are all kinds of other things that they're going to buy at that time. So we're going to talk about those specifically in the categories that we'll go through here. So basically now we're talking about products and services that we could add. Now we can buy the company that owns these products and services, or we could just simply go to a company that owns it and say, I'd like to buy that product, or I'd like to buy the division that provides that service. So let's think about some categories. The easiest one to me is what we call BDA, products and services. So BDA stands for before, during, and after. And what we're asking is for each product, for whatever products your customers are buying right now, your existing customers, what are they buying immediately before they buy this product? We also say, what are the types of products that they're buying at the same time during the time that they're buying this product, within a buy cycle, right? Within a few days or weeks, right? What are they buying before? Then what are they buying immediately during while they're buying this? What other products would they buy? And then what do they buy after this? So maybe a good example would be someone who buys a baby walker. Somebody buys one of those little things that babies go in and they kind of hang in and they can walk around so they can bounce off of walls but not fall down. Well, we know that that person has a baby, and so they're buying this baby walker, and so we can kind of guess at the age of the baby for that, and we can say, well, what are the other products that somebody who buys a baby walker will also be buying at the same time? Now, what I would do first is I'd probably go on Amazon and I'd see what are the other products that Amazon says people who buy this also buy that, right? I'd just go through and look and then see the ads that are popping up, and that will give you a lot of ideas. I think Amazon and Google, I would then Google baby walkers. I would see what are the types of ads and search results that come up, and that'll give you a good idea, be able to brainstorm lots and lots of things. Then you have to say, well, okay, immediately before that, what would they be buying immediately before that? Like relatively close. So I don't know much about this cycle of buyer. So bear with me if I sound like I'm a little bit off, but you'll get the idea. So if I know somebody's buying a baby walker, what are they likely to buy immediately before that? And should I think about maybe acquiring products or services that they would be using immediately before that? Then I might say, well, when somebody grows out of the baby walker stage, I've got the before and the during products and services now. When they grow out of the baby walker or shortly after they've acquired that, what's next? What's the next logical product or service that they would acquire? And then that list of those things becomes your list of BDA products and services. So don't forget services as well. Also, what are the products that are complementary to the product that you're buying? I recently spent way too much money acquiring a computer bag. And it turns out that the computer bag has handles on it and you can carry it. And it, like I said, it was pretty expensive, but they also offered me the ability to buy a strap. So the strap was an additional part that was an additional product they had that was complementary to the product that I had. And the P/S that you see on the list is product or service. So what's a complementary product or service? The service that perhaps they could have offered would be a geolocator tag that was in there, so that they can track your bag wherever it might go if it gets lost or it gets stolen. I know you can buy other products to do that as well, but that would be a complementary product. Similarly, perhaps I'm going to buy a meat thermometer. So I'm going to buy a meat thermometer that works with your iPhone and allows you to set the temperature that you're going to receive a notice when the meat thermometer hits a certain temperature. Well, then all of the other products that would go around that it could be spices and sauces that were related to the meat. It could be cookbooks about the meat. It could be other apps that would allow me to do that. Or since I've proven that I'm a kitchen gadget person, since I've got this thing, maybe other gadgets that would help me along the way, maybe different ways to cook meat. Maybe it'd be an air fryer and a June oven and other things, a grill. All of those would be products that would be relatively complementary to that. And as a service, it could be an online subscription to a cooking site or a grilling site or something like that. Or it could be a service that delivered. This is a product and service combined. What would be? It could be chef service. So maybe I could have somebody that came and cooked my meats for me. That kind of stuff. So those are complementary. Then you've got enabling products. So enabling is really, really cool, and particularly right now, something that's hot is tech enabled. So if I acquire something, maybe I acquire a digital marketing agency, and my digital marketing agency provides marketing services to marketing services to pet walking services. How about that? Think of something different. So I've got an agency now that I acquired that provides. Actually, I'm going to pick something that tech-enabled will go with better. Let's say that we provide services to Amazon sellers. So people that are our marketing agency provides marketing services to people who are selling on Amazon, and we will create ads for those people. We'll design pages for them and messaging about copywriting about all of the products that they've got for sale. That's what we do as a marketing agency. But we might also add in some sort of enablement that helps them to get more out of the services that we provide. So it might be an ad ranker, an ad tracker that shows them they can sign up for a SaaS, a software as a service, that allows them to see what ads are running that compete with theirs. It might allow them to see what is their BSR, their bestseller rank. It might demonstrate and rank the ads that are performing the best for them over time. So what I'm doing is I've got my basic service that is my agency, but I'm also making it more interesting to them by enabling my customers with tech. And I could also have tools within the agency that allow me to see what's working the best and things like that. And that would be an internally tech-enabled product. Also, related products. So what are the other products that are related? Now, related might cross over with BDA, before, during, and after products, or complementary. But what are the products that are related to this? Maybe I buy books that are science fiction books.